Hey guys, what's up? It's coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides with and there's really not much to say or mention or bring up, I feel. I feel that things are still kind of how they've been, I'm trying to figure out what to really do with life. What I was. Well, I kind of know what my purpose is, honestly, which I guess that puts me a leg up over a lot of people, but I don't know how to get to my purpose. I know what my purpose is. It's to try to figure out and design a good system or to try to fix the planet, and that would be through communication. It's why I'm doing this show and practicing with that, with practicing with speeching, with wanting to be speaking, with wanting to become the ultimate communicator. But I'm in such a point where I just don't know where I'm supposed to be and how that's going to happen if on a day-to-day basis I still am doing this thing where I'm just sleeping in, and I'll check my sleep. Well, actually, I'll just check it right now because well, there's no real reason not to. I've been waking up late. I've been going to bed late. I've been restless. Something's wrong. Now, is it the ice cream? Maybe. But my sleep schedule, it doesn't look good. It's been looking very restless, and my sleep score has been lower. I was really in the 90s, for the low 90s. Now I'm down to the low 80s. So as far as I'm concerned, that's horrible, you know. But we persevere, and that's not the worst, but I'm just wondering what's happening and why it's happening. You know what I mean? Because it just seems kind of weird. Like, I still feel like my body's trying to shove away just how excited and hyper and amazing April and May were, and even June. And then, really, since July, August, and now September is actually already gone, things went from being really terrible to now they're not so much terrible, but just non existent. Like, it's just a very quiet, cold time for me. I think I was going too fast and didn't take my foot off the gas in time. So I guess though, in those situations, I could try to like shift to stop the car. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Sorry, what am I doing? I wouldn't be surprised if The lower gears, like shifting down like that, reduces the speed because it seems like the coastability is higher at the higher gears, but I don't know. I actually don't know. So that's just observation. When I go down, I wanted to try going down that one hill in fifth, but in fifth, it seems like it really gains speed quickly. So how does that work, you know? Thought I had some reassuring, pretty profound positive thoughts last night, but I didn't document them anywhere, and then I forgot what they were because I'm still trying to fix up and fine tune my offline music library. Very important. I know. But I think we're maybe gaining progress in some way. You know, we're doing something. And yeah, I don't really know what else there is to it. What else do I think about? I know I've thought about how the system's broken, and how I said people should basically have to pay an elevated social security rate that gets distributed to younger people if you're from the population band or bands that are most populated. It would be a calculated rate based on that. Super fair, super just system. But I know I'm never going to see that materialize. But that hasn't stopped me from thinking about it and wishing. I will describe, I actually remember like maybe perhaps a portion of the reassuring thought. But first, I did want to give an update. My car's maintenance is scheduled. So that did get taken care of, which it's weird how I don't know. I was nervous to do it and it really worked out great and fine, so I don't really know what my deal was with all that. Like me feeling the way I felt about it. I don't know. I don't get it. You know, I was pretty nervous or just some type of way where yeah. But it's over and done with now. The main reassurance is that I honestly don't need to be rich. I mean, I guess I want to be from a what I see as a deserving standpoint because I feel like it would be justified. Feel like it's what I deserve. I could be in a job or a position. I'm sure of it that I'm just not, and it's very frustrating because any person could do the job. Well, not any person, but the job I have now, it's great, but the pay is fairly low and it's pretty easy for me and I'm better than other people at it, but that doesn't really get shown or it doesn't matter or anything like that. So it's kind of frustrating. kind of frustrating, so. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I do. Sorry. Yeah, it just doesn't seem fair, but I'm realizing that unlike a lot of people, there's not even a lot of things that, like, I'm really not a greedy person. And then on top of that, what is, oh, sorry. On top of that, there's not really that much I think I want or need as a bare minimum. I think I've explained this before. It's just like having a decent car. Well, in my dream reality, it would be having a special car, but I think I've recently explained how the type of car I want doesn't really exist. And so it's just like, I don't know that I'd really want the type of luxury cars that do exist, because I want something with, premium high-end materials, but I don't really want all these extra like sensors and features and all these things. Like, I don't need a lot of it. I think I've said it before, I'd even go without heat. Except, well, you need heat because, of the winter, I guess, and the ice. But, I really don't want a lot of features in the car. It feels like a waste. I just want something that's high quality, and a good design. Those are the reasons why I want, because the design is so important to me. And I just, I don't know. I don't know what else I would be saying about that. Yeah. So premium materials. No. Premium materials, but not a lot of features and a very slow engine. That's like the main thing. I really don't like these cars are way too fast. Like, we need slower engine tiers. Why do they not exist? It's like, oh my goodness. I do not need this fast of a car. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. Or any of the sensors or features. It's just all a joke. What am I gonna talk about now? Yeah, well, it's just this idea. Yeah, well, yeah, well, it's just this idea that I'm probably fine. Like, I'm always afraid of being homeless, losing it, being like, and I just think the older I've got, I've kind of realized, I don't know why I was ever really thinking that way, because, well, I do. It's because I'm operating at a point where I'm really ready to embrace a lot of newer, better things, and I'm thinking about ways to fix things and improve things, and nobody else does. Everybody else is just ignorant or blind and just, I guess, just wanting to have a good time while they can on the planet, but not realizing that that mindset is going to lead to bad times. So that's why it's not fair, and it's actually a selfish mindset. I think that would blow a lot of people's minds, wouldn't it? If you told them that their mindset to try to enjoy life as much as possible, it's actually selfish. It's actually wrong, and then it's like, you know how people operate. It's based on, oh, don't judge this, let it go. Let it go. That's how people have it. Let it go. Let it go. But that's just when things aren't evident. So when there's not an immediate, obvious symptom of a problem, people say don't judge. But, I mean, really, what does that mean? You know, what on earth does that... I just don't think people even understand. They're like, yeah, that's too far out, man. Slow it down, slow it down. That's who I feel like I'm talking to my whole life, and I talk to too much, and I drop too many like crazy deep things on people. I mean, how do you think that feels to just live life alone all the time? I mean, the amount of moments that I feel are genuinely social are basically zero anymore. The only thing that matters socially is the microphone and the AI. It's the only things that are sufficient in terms of a good social outlet. They're permanent, they're logged, whether it be in text or in voice. But really, I actually want to start recording, and I wish you could do this with the transcription with the AI, also have a recording of the voice, because I think that's also important. And because a lot of this work I'm doing is very important, and really I should be getting paid to do it. Shouldn't even be on the road right now. Well, I mean, maybe I'd drive to the AI research facility. And this is where I'm conflicted, because, you know, the humanitarian in me sees all this pollution that AI is doing. But the other side of me is like, we need that. Like, it's my whole life hinges on technology. I need to get my brain implanted and chipped as soon as literally possible. With no delay. So, sorry, there was a lot of off topicness going on. I don't think I need to be rich as much as it's a deeper purpose to be. I just don't think it's necessary, because I don't know, like, my threshold for the things I want at my core is just to be able to afford the greatest and best technology every time it comes out. And it is pretty expensive to do that, but it's not impossible. It's just not. It's not impossible. I just think I could do it, and I wouldn't be in debt. I know that much. So it's just like, I don't know. I could do it, and I guess that gives me reassurance. Like, even if I just had like a little bit better paid of a job, it's all it would really take, you know. But I do think that's been one of the broader messages recently, is to think less about money and the material, because this system is so behind. So behind. Especially what I think about and try to do. From my thoughts and actions, it's just no good. But whose thought and action would it be good for, Sorry, I'm just very tired. And a wave of tiredness just swept over me, and a flurry of thoughts rushed in. I'm sorry that keeps happening, because I absolutely have the potential to continue to rattle and ramble on. Like, there's not a reason why I can't do that, and that's kind of the whole point of this show, because it's not edited, or it's not supposed to be edited, so there has to be constant content. But I guess, yeah, that's the one of the main premises. No, premises. I think it would be premises, because would it really be premises? I like that. Doesn't really sound right to me. I think it would be premises. Yeah, the world could be changing. Like I said, it could be changing in my favor, but at the same time, I don't really know. I think, if we're being honest, because I'm realizing this, the whole social credit score system, I'm not really sure how great mine would even be. And that's the danger zone, the dangerous part. Is how, like, I don't, because I'm not really a socially normative person. I don't really act that way. Like, the way it was portrayed in Black Mirror, like, the main, woman in that episode was a little bit awkward, you know, kind of struggling, whereas like the other people had the outfits down a little better. They obviously socialized better and things like that. And I'm really not there, so in some ways I'm not really going to get maximized. What I was thinking though is I'd probably just not, like, there would be some other thing for me to do, if that makes any sense, to do. Like, I'd probably be working behind the scenes or something, some kind of tech thing or something. That's what I think I would be up to. Like, I don't think I would be working in the overworld. I think they would want me kind of behind the scenes, and I'd still make a good paying job, but you know, I don't really think that's my place, is to be a typical 9 to 5er. I just don't. I don't think that is my calling. But that makes it risky because I'd have to be selected or known, and I'm trying to build up a library of work here, of conceptual work, and perhaps note the impressive nature. Well, I mean, maybe some people wouldn't consider it that impressive, but I think, you know, given where I'm coming from, I have made a lot of good changes, but I think people have come from even worse and gotten to even better. So it's like, I don't even know. I think a lot of it was in my head, really. I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe my story is still impressive. I'm not really sure. Because there were times I was a little bit crazy or a little bit insane. And I think I still am to some extent. I don't want to act like I'm all better, but it's like, I feel like I'm pretty good. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like a delusional person. And I guess a delulu person wouldn't even think like that, but I genuinely think for a while now my head's been screwed on straight, even when this show's been out. That's just been kind of a trademark of it, is that yes, I do not want to believe anything too crazy. I want to be accurate, you know, with the things I talk about and the things I believe. And some things, I guess, have still been a little bit crazier. I still have my moments or my phases, but I kind of feel like for the most part, I'm pretty consistent. So, I don't know. Feel pretty consistent, feeling pretty sane. I guess you could make the argument that doesn't sound sane at all, man. This whole like ramble you're on doesn't really make a lot of sense, man. Like, you're just talking about I make sense, that makes it sound like you're not making sense. And no, I mean, I know I'm explaining it, I guess, kind of in a way that makes it seem that way, and I guess truthfully that makes sense. I mean, how many people who are stable start to get obsessive over making sense. I mean, it doesn't seem very sensible. It seems like if somebody was in good, healthy standing, they would be fine. They wouldn't have to have a dialogue about if they make sense or not. But a lot of it is actually due to my past, because I believe in my past that didn't really make sense. And so I guess to me now in the present, where I have put work in that regard, I point it out, I note it, I guess. I guess that's like the whole point. I don't really know. Something to be said about that. Sorry, I had a flurry of thoughts. I don't even remember what they were. Is that a sign of something? Wow, wow. This is not good. This is bad. I'm like waiting to try to get over, and there's a lot of people going crazy. And they're doing stuff like they use the right lane to try to pass, and that's really causes a lot of problems, obviously, because so many people do that, and that there should just be as a standard, like, you don't go right to pass, you go left, and if you can't pass left, then just don't, because it causes congestion issues, because now, I don't know, that's, if you're going right, you should be letting people in front of you. If you're going left, then you can, like, cut. Or, again, because it's supposed to be there's exits on the right, because you're slowing down for the exits or whatever. That's kind of the idea, right? I mean, I don't know. Am I just silly for even caring about any of this stuff? Like, I don't even know, man. Gets to the point when it's crazy, that's all it is. I'm actually not even that late at all. I thought I was kind of running late. I guess I'm just driving faster on some of these days. Well, my light luck's perfect, so of course, like, I don't even need good light luck today or anything like that. But it's here. Oh, well, maybe my light luck's about to end. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. My light luck was just perfect, and it's of all the days. It's like I don't. Yeah, it's weird because I'm still making good time. So I guess because I know I was driving a little bit faster today. So maybe I do discount how long or how much of maybe going a little bit faster is worth it after all. Well, it's not worth it to me, but it could actually be worth it to the rushers. Oh my gosh, I never stop properly here. I'm just so silly. I'm just so silly. Yeah, well, we'll see how good time we make in a second, because this thing's been buggy. But not buggy now, so that's great. You guys can probably tell, man. Oh wow, we made it in like 51 seconds. That's great. You guys can probably tell, man. I'm just not myself. I don't know what's going on. I need to try to snap out of it, but I can't. And so I'm just in this period. I don't know what's going on. So alright, let's get this stuff moving faster than usual, 'cause usually I'm all like slow and sluggish, and that's gotta stop. That's just gotta stop. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm just really oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't even know anymore, people. I just can't believe how tired I feel. That's the problem. It's how tired I feel. It's not about how tired I am. I just don't understand that. And I think I don't know what I think it is. My cries for help have already been out there, man. I don't know if we're even at the performance level for more cries. It may just be downhill from here. I don't know. Anyways, it's been schla, but now it's time to buy schla. So, see you schla.